Hey guys, what's up? It's Jules here for WhatCulture.com, and I want to talk to you today about Easter eggs, those delicious little nuggets of gaming that we find that make you say, that's nice, and the other Easter egg that just goes, I know that one, and there's another one over there, and you're just like, oh, that's a bit mean. Why do they include that? Yet some Easter eggs are buried so deep down that they sit alongside my resentment for my father, completely unearthed and untouched for years at a time. But then they get unearthed and dusted off and presented to the world. And as I am quite the connoisseur of Easter eggs, why don't we have a feast together today? With this in mind, I'm Jules from WhatCulture.com, and these are 6 video game Easter eggs that took absolutely years to find. Yes, I'm having a breakdown.
But before we begin, don't forget to subscribe to stay notified. Ding, ding, dong.
Number 6, The Hidden Man, Resident Evil 4. This is actually a rather recently discovered Easter egg secret from a YouTuber named Slippy Slides, who likes to break boundaries in every sense of the word on his videos and go looking for stuff, and it focuses around Resident Evil 4, one of my favorite games of all time! Yet I, along with the rest of the gaming world, was none the wiser that this chap in a green jacket was hiding out way in the background. No one knows why the man is there in the game, nor whether Shinji Mikami even knows he's in there. However, what is clear is this. It's taken 12 years for somebody to find him. Good on that man. Number 5, Fighting Professor Oak, Pokemon Red and Blue. Now, in the original Pokemon Red and Blue, at some point in the development, it was originally intended for you to go back and fight Professor Oak as the final boss in the game. Not that it seems very fair. I mean, you've just gone off collecting data for him because he's a lazy old scrote, and then you come back when you're ready to publish his thesis, and he'd reward you by trying to beat the shit out of you. Also, he was meant to have a Taurus, an Executor, or Executor, however you want to pronounce that, Arcanine, Gyarados or Gyarados, and the final evolution of the Pokemon that neither you or what was the name of my grandson didn't choose. And get this, he was meant to be harder than the Elite Four. Talk about a reward, getting your Master Balls kicked up inside you. No thank you, please. Number 4, Calendar Man, Arkham City. Now I find Calendar Man a right creepy lad, not just because he's called Julian, but because he commits crimes and murders on specified days. And if there's one thing that frightens me more than crime, it's crime on time. Now, a lot of people know about the Arkham Asylum secret room that went unfound for ages until one of the devs actually had to tell people, but it's not the only time that Rocksteady have hidden clues for the next game in the series within the most recent one. As in Arkham City, if you set the date on your console to the date Rocksteady was founded, you could talk to Calendar Man and find out cryptic clues to Arkham Knight. It's a lovely touch, and it also makes you wonder what else old Jules is sitting on there with his fat, tubby, bold body. Ouch, I burned myself quite hard there. Number 3, Hidden Message, Gumball. Now this next Easter egg went undiscovered for 33 years. That is way back way. That's before you were even a lecherous twinkle in your uncle's eye. Yeah, your family tree's messed up there, mate. And it's an insane thing to think about that anyone would go back to a game that was released on the Apple II to go looking for stuff like this. But yet somebody did. And you know what? I'm glad they did, because there's a nice secret message congratulating those that managed to find it from the developer himself. It's like a puzzle within a puzzle, and that's the best reward of all. Well, actually money, food, a new house would be quite nice. Actually, this message is actually very low down the list the more I think about it. But thanks though. Number 2, Bold Bull Hint, Punch-Out. Punch-Out is a great game requiring pinpoint precision to take down your comically oversized adversaries. Some of the fights even had little secrets in them to help you bypass a lot of the tricky stages, but one that went unnoticed for years was found in the battle against Bold Bull. Now this guy hits with all the power of a freight train tied to a rocket, and he wants to beat your meat more than your mothers do mine. There's my one per list. So any help that I could get, I was more than willing to get down on my knees for. Ask for. Luckily, this bearded chap in the audience actually nods right when you need to strike Bull in order to turn his Rampage Jackson into a Kimbo slice of pie. Thanks little man, cheers for that, that's really helped out, although it does raise a question. If he nods exactly at the right time, does that mean that Bull threw the fight? Scandal! And number 1, Dynamite Ducks. Now this one wouldn't even be in the public lexicon if it wasn't for the tireless work of YouTuber Larry Bundy Jr., who just loves to go through old games and find out their itty-bitty juicy secrets, and you don't get much juicier than this one. It took over 30 years to find, and it is smutty. Yeah, so in Dynamite Ducks, if you go into the game's back end, Vicar, and changing some code around with a very simple password, the game's opening, which was already weird enough, showcasing two ducks going on a quest to find their furry-loving lass, is replaced with a much more adult approach. Now you can see the full clip on Larry's personal YouTube channel, but I'm not sure if I can show that bit here, hence the green screen portion. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to read the flavor text of the scenes to you, word for word, as it's on there. And just to get your boys raring a little bit, imagine that Lucy's wearing a different outfit, in that she's just wearing suspenders and jumping up and down. All right. One day, Lucy was playing with herself while Bin and Pin were buggering each other in the beautiful flower garden. Well, at least it's beautiful. Then suddenly an evil black pimp appeared and changed into some kinky leather gear while they were all watching. Lucy startled and orgasmed at the size of his miracle balls and disappeared with the pimp into his sleazy brothel. Just a quick pause there. Therefore, Bin and Pin stopped giving each other one and ventured into the brothel, not wanting to miss out. End quote. What a f***ing ending. You're welcome. And there we go. Those were 6 video game Easter eggs that took absolutely years to find. Let me know what you thought about them down in the comment section below, as well as if you've got any more to add to our big group of swelling balls, miracle balls. Bloody miracle balls. And if you want to hear more of my miracle balls, then you can go over to this video here where I talk about 8 video game achievements that made you feel bad for earning them. Or you can go over to that film theory and check out, was Harry Potter secretly being transformed into an Obscurial? Ooh, did both of those. They're all right. Anyway, as always, I've been Jules, you've been awesome, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye!